Hello YouTubers and Doctor Who fans, and welcome to another Doctor Who action figure review by me, VirtualDalek. Now today I'm going to be looking at another Forbidden Planet exclusive. This time it's the 4th Doctor and K-9 from Warrior's Gate. So, as you can see, they're still in the packaging. I've left them in so I can review them while they're in the packaging. So, in this, just talk you through the packaging first, and I'll get them out and review the figures. So on the front it's standard, they're in there, in the bubble bit. You've got the logo at the top, posable action figures, 5+. You've got a nice picture of K-9 and the 4th Doctor in the season 18 costume there. 1981, which was where the episode's from. The 4th Doctor in burgundy outfit, K-9 from Warrior's Gate, and the dates of the 4th Doctor, the character logo, and BBC. And then on the back you've got some quick character information. There's Doctor logo there, 5+, and then there's a bit about the 4th Doctor if you want to pause it and read it. I think the same picture from the front of the Doctor and K-9, 1981 again, and some information about K-9 there. I'll just try and get it to focus in. So if you want to pause it and read it, you can do. So now I'll get them out of the packaging, take a brief look at them, and then review them out of the packaging. So here they are out of the packaging, and to have in hand rather than just looking at, they are nice figures. Well, nice figures to look at. So first of all, I'll start with K-9 because it's just a short figure review. This is quite a disappointing figure because it is exactly the same as the Series 2 K-9 that was released. Exactly the same, even to the extent that they still included this circuit board in there, which was completely different in the classic series, which is a shame. So yeah, it's exactly the same, apart from quality control. I don't know if it could just be mine. The head, I don't know if you can tell, looks slightly bent. It was a lot worse when it came out of the packaging. Obviously with it being on its side you couldn't really tell, but the head was really bent in the packaging, and I had to sort of twist that a little bit to put it back into place. And I don't know if you can see it, half of his left ear is missing. You can just sort of see it there, it just sort of stops his ear up. No, that could just be mine. A little fault. There you go, you can see it better now. You can see it just sort of stops there, when it should sort of curve like the other side, which is a shame. And the way to place in the packaging was so that he was resting up against Tom, such that his tail antenna was bent upwards, so that looks a bit deformed now, but you could always just do a boil and bend, which I'll do at a later date. So that's K-9 done with. A bit of a disappointment really. It would have been nice to have like a new inside mechanics bit or something different, but it does seem a bit of a waste really. But anyway, now I'll go on to the main figure of the set, which is Tom Baker from season 18. Now the packaging just does say from Warrior's Gate. That's not strictly correct, it could be from any series 18 episode, to be honest. So if we take a look at the articulation first of all, the head turns from side to side. I don't know if it can do a 360. can't really do it because of the collars. It can move a bit more when you take the scarf off. I'll go into that in a bit. The shoulders do a 360. There's bicep articulation. That does a 360. There's articulation at the elbows. The wrist does a 360. If I just remove the scarf so we can see the leg articulation. The waist does do a 360, but it is very hard to do because of the coat. The legs can move up. There's no thigh articulation. The knees bend, but there is a 360 at the boots. So, articulation wise, it is just a standard figure with a few minor changes, such as the boot articulation. Can't get the scarf back on now. There we go. So now I'll go on to detail, and for a comparison, I'll just have the Castrovalva Peter Davison figure here. Now, I should just say, the body of this figure is exactly the same as the Peter from Castrovalva. The only difference is that this figure doesn't have the grass stains on the back and arms of the coat, and of course it is Tom's head on. Other than that, all the detailing on all the bodies is exactly the same, so if you want to learn more about that, check out my review on this San Diego Comic Con 5th Doctor. Again, there's, I don't know if you can see it, there's a good, the question marks are there again inside. So really you're just paying for a new head sculpt, but it is a nice head sculpt if my camera focuses. There we go. You can see it, what they've done to Tom. It does make him look a bit horrifying on camera, but it does look a lot better in real life. They've sort of, it's completely different to the original heads that you get with the other Toms. The face, you can still tell it's Tom, but it does look older and slightly more stressed, as he did in the later series. And they've also put a nice texture into the hair of like a grey wash over the top to represent the aging of him. And they've put a few frayed hairs as well, because it did get kind of old and frayed in this series, and it really does look very nice. What they've done to him is very very good. I thought they'd just go with just a solemn head, but it's nice that they've actually gone and done a completely new head sculpt. And on the back, if you lift the scarf off, you can just sort of see that, as with the Castrovalva 5th Doctor, you've got the lump in the sort of crease in the hair where the scarf fits in, so that it doesn't just keep falling off. And it does work really well. So now we can have figure adventures using this Doctor and K-9. So that's really all I have to say about this figure. You can sort of tell it was coming for a while, because you could tell the sculpt on Davidson's was like the boots didn't appear in Castrovalva. That was a sort of telltale sign that we were getting a 4th Doctor from season 18. But now that we've actually got it, it's really nice. It is $19.99. For me, it does seem a bit pointless. I mean, a bit expensive, because the K-9 is just a re-release, and the only thing we're getting is a new head sculpt on Tom. But yes, it is really nice, and I would recommend getting it. So it's only available on Forbidden Planet and eBay and the likes. But yeah, it's really nice. So thank you all for watching this review, and my next review will be on the 6th Doctor and Stealth Cybermen from Attack of the Cybermen. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you there.